Hi, good evening. Um, I did a video today about, well, basically the long lonely nights at the bottom of a bottle, when, especially when it gets to winter, because winter time is when we are, that's what's most susceptible to, when I was most susceptible to relapse in winter, because you get a bit lonely, a bit pissed off on your own. When it's cold outside and wet, and you don't see any reason to go out, really, do you? Hi, Nick, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Wait till a few more people on. I'm just going to talk about the long, lonely nights of winter, really. Observer, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here again. And Lizzie, how are you? Are you well? I don't know about you, but I found the winter time particularly problematic because when you get really into the depths of alcoholism, you can't, how you cannot function very well. And you tend to be very lonely. I was very lonely, get very depressed. It's slightly different in the summer when there's more going on. Cars, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Winter times can be very lonely. And I used to panic because I couldn't make it to the pub or couldn't get my supplies in because it was icy and things like that, And it was like really difficult to get through the nights because the nights start about 4 o'clock. Hello, Scott. How are you? So long, lonely winter's nights were really bad. Particularly about 2017, I was right in the middle of alcohol addiction or active addiction, and I was struggling really. And it was bad news, bad news. In that I was worried in case the taxi wouldn't arrive. I had no contact with people really, sort of cut off in a way. And I felt, hi Range, how are you doing? I felt sort of vulnerable. Is the best word. Couldn't function very well. Couldn't walk on the ice and things like that. You see, used to worry about when the cars could get here, and my anxiety was really, really top level. Hi Range again. Cars, I had no drink yesterday. Slept like dog shit though. No, I just feel weird, tired. Yeah, I mean, get an early night, but later on, just try and at least lie down, get some rest, because your body takes a hit with the alcohol all the time, and you sometimes want to just take it easy, get a bit of time off, from it. And so if you just fall asleep, you fall asleep. Try and rest as much as you can. Keep well hydrated as well. Hi, Catherine, how are you doing? Guys, I've had a drink, but I feel like crap. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's you see, it's very hard to try and turn back years and years of drinking in a few weeks or a few days. You've got it's a slow process. The best advice is get plenty to eat as well. Good evening, Stoic. How are you? Nice to see you. I was just talking about the long, lonely winter's nights. I don't know if anybody else found the winter harder than the summer with alcohol because people tend to stay indoors more. And Mr. Doe, not yet, not on yet, I don't think. You may be there. I'm sure he'll be back. It's early did. Early doors, isn't it? Michael, I'm the opposite. I find winter easier to keep off it. That's good then. Also nice to start to crave a beer garden and gonna be gonna start. Yeah, good point. Because we were all different. It was nights. The long, lonely winter's nights really got to me. Uh, Nick, it's the brain fog that kept me awake and the constant thoughts flying around my head. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you never relax, do you? That's the problem. I don't think um, you don't sort of concentrate on anything. But I just found the winter depressing anyway. I find the winter. I'm sure that this, what's it called, seasonal affective disorder. And I used to get down anyway, and then the winter comes along, and you think, wow, I can't even get out of the house. But I was worried all the time in case people couldn't deliver stuff, people couldn't get here, and I had this massive stock of alcohol in the house. It was absolutely crazy. Um, Teddy Mac, winter always catches people in Leicester off guard. You know why? The ice in Leicester Sound. Oh yeah, clever. I like that one. The SPV was so really anxious. Beef and chicken. I thought you were going away. Uh, have you come back, or are you still away? Let me have a quick look there. Anxiety was the thing that nearly killed me. That's what Nick Field. Nick Field says that SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's horrendous, isn't it? It's to me the whole thing with alcohol is I don't know what season it was, but winter time I got very depressed. I'm not a depressive person, Never depressed in my life. And I just suddenly found myself thrust into this, wow, I don't like life anymore. Because the anxiety level was high, the drink was high, everything was going wrong in my life, Even if you're stuck in the car, oh, see, it's amazing you've made it. Well done. Fantastic. Nice to see you here. So it's got 30 people already. So anybody else have any problems with seasonal affective disorder and seasons when winter time was really bad and all that sort of thing? And basically, I like a little bit of light that we all do. But there's heavy drinking in Scandinavia, where it's dark all the time. Really, I've become very bad lately, prioritising booze over food, can't handle reality. Right, Rains, this is the thing with alcohol. You have to find something in life which is more important to you than alcohol. And it's not that easy. It really is difficult to try and change your habits, but you've got to change your habit to save your life. And basically, if you don't change your habit, you're not going to have a very good lifestyle. It's quality of life as well as the length of life. No, I always say, it's adding years to your life, it's adding life to your years, because we're not here long. As you get older, you realise we're not here long at all. It's different when you're 20 because you never think you're going to be 30 or 40. And then suddenly, bang, you're there, Guys, try herbal tea and lavender drops. Good idea. I used to get that tea trail, put a bit of that on the pillow. It's really good, so it clears everything in your head, Guys, plenty of water here, which is good. Try and get something that you want to eat as well, no matter what you fancy, as long as it's some food, I was speaking to a guy I'm mentoring at the moment. He hadn't eaten for ages. So, what's your favourite food? He says macaroni. He said macaroni and cheese, but he just says a lot of fat in it. I said, I'm going to toss if it's got any fat in it, just get it down you. And now he's on macaroni and cheese every day, and he looks really well. So some things do work. Eat something you really fancy, chocolate, Mars bar, whatever it is. Bag of crisps. As long as it gets something in you. But try if you best. When you get out of this, try it and then get more nutrition and more fruit and veg and protein. I like mac and cheese as well. It's tasty, isn't it? Salty, tasty, fills you up. It's always too hot when you get it in the microwave, isn't it? You burn your tongue. Cause I know it's difficult, cause it took me years to get off it. Cause that's why probably I feel so shit, but didn't eat yesterday. You see, that's the problem. If you're not eating, you're not getting any nutrients. You'll feel tired and you feel rough all the time. Alcohol is depressing poison anyway. It depresses the brain. I don't know the science of it, but I know you feel down after a drink, don't you? Dark early nights makes it worse. There's lamps. You can get mood lamps. I've heard that, yeah. You need to get something. It's a good idea. Hello, hi Jonathan, how are you doing? That's why cars even have some toast. Yeah, anything. As long as you can get it down and keep it down. I hadn't eaten for months and months. And once I found some black pudding, black pudding stuff, fried that. I ate it with a bit of cheese. That sort of stopped me off a little bit. Herbs, music. I drink green tea and peppermint and lemon and ginger teas help with cravings. Really, that's interesting. It's all very, it sounds very lovely, all that. I try and drink a bit of coffee now. Coffee's good for the liver, good for protecting the liver. And basically, anything you keep down some. Yeah, you must eat. It's so important to eat. There's nothing more important than that. That's how I think I survived when I was in hospital. I was in hospital for most of 2.5 years over COVID, and the only thing, all the doctors, the only thing you can do really at the moment is to try and get your strength back and put some muscle on. I went to this liver ward. It's called a build-up ward, where you basically got twice as much food as everybody else. So I was having 2 breakfasts and sandwiches, and that's how I got myself back to some sort of level of health, really, or reasonable health. Kaz didn't even have any bread or milk. Was that skinny? Yeah. She can't get some help with this. An emergency food parcel from social services, maybe. There must be something. Have you got any relatives or anything, Kaz? If you try a cup of soup, cup of soup, pot noodle, anything like that, it's easy. That just gets something on your stomach, gets some lining, gets something down your throat. It's not an easy thing when you don't feel like eating. I just didn't feel like eating. So I used to think, what makes an addict? Are we selfish people who drink too much, want drugs to ourselves and not share? It's not us that's selfish in recovery. We're very giving. What causes it? It's the addiction, isn't it? The addiction, which we don't want to admit we're addicts. We're all addicts, and that's the hardest part. This is why people struggle to give up and become honest with themselves and everybody else, because they don't want to face the fact that they are addicts. That's the issue, isn't it? Carlos, do you have any family? Real farmer, good evening, everybody. How are we all? Great farmer. Nice to see you again. Catherine, hello. Real farmer, all good farmer. Good. He was on the other night. Good man. So yeah, it's a very difficult one. The not eating thing, especially when your body gets used to not eating. That's why I lost so much weight. It was hard to put weight on again, you know. But it'll soon come back if you eat as much as you can. Thanks for everybody being here. There's 32 people on at 11 minutes, which is brilliant. If you'd like to drop a super chat in, please do. Support the channel or buy me a coffee, links pinned at the top, as it always is. So keep the channel going and allow me to keep making this, making it work, really. I do daily videos as well and posts and that sort of thing. So it's there's a lot going on with this channel. And it's becoming very popular, which is good. The more people we can help, the better. The more we support it, the more people can help. And the more people get on here as well. Because there's some people in real mess, as we know. Because some of us have been right down the bottom as well. The bottom of the bottle, sorry. Depression, suicidal thoughts, giving up on family, giving up on life, packing in work, losing the house, losing the whole lot. I was with a guy in Manchester not that long ago who'd been a city trader in London. He lost a lot, all through drink. Every single thing he'd lost. He had no money at all. Lost his pensions, the fun lot. Because I'm at that stage now, I'm budgeting what little money I have left solely for booze so I can get through the day. It's not good as it rates. I've been there as well. It's really ridiculous. Looking down the back of the sofa for £1 coin. It's fucking mad. It gets, this is a vicious cycle. It gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Because you handle, what's your handle? Social media observers asking about social media. Mashed up banana. Yeah, that's good. Plenty of energy. That's sugar and that sort of thing. Eat whatever you can. Doesn't matter what the fat content or the sugar content, just get it down you. Stoic, farming, good, thanks. How are you? Scott, hi, Kaz. I'm 20 days sober today. First time in 20 years. Fantastic. Well done, Scott. First in 20 years. The first days are horrible, but we're all sleep, hardly any food. Get a few days down, eat anything you can. Yeah, I agree. Anything you can. Live on 95 a week. It's not a lot, is it? When do you go into rehab, Kaz? Nick, we're all here to help each other. 100%. Samantha, nice to see you. How are you? Hope you had a good day. I've been quite busy actually today. It's been a long day, but it's been good. Been good fun. Hope you've had a good day as well. Samara, nice to see you. Can you see my comments? If so, hello, Stephen. I can just see that one, the first one now. Yeah. Real farmer having a bad day from not offloading on here isn't fair, and we all going through shite. Put up whatever you want on here. We're all listening to each other's carry on, aren't we? Electroliner, hello, how are you doing? Observe and feel this week. Oh, I'm too scared to go a few more days. That's when I start seeing things. Right, I understand what you're saying. Maybe ring the doc. That was suggested, you know, might be. Observer, hi Samantha. So, hi Catherine. Scott Conman, well done, mate. Stick to it, yeah, keep going. That's the thing. Consistency is the key with this. Consistency. And thanks for all being here. If you want to drop a super chat in to help support the channel, then please do. And the coffee link's at the top there. Cars Kenton, that's the DSS, DTs, sorry, the DTs. I never had the DTs actually. Samantha, Cars, I hope you're okay. Yeah, we all do. Let us know how you're going, Cars. Observer, get help, man, as soon as possible. Yeah, I can't go more than one day. So the thing is, I think you really have to maybe call. Let's put 999 in. Basically, that's what you're gonna do. That's what I did in the end. And as soon as I got to hospital, I felt better. If that makes sense, but I thought, I'm in good hands here. These people know what they're doing. Because doing it on your own is no good. You're not doing it on your own now. We're helping you a bit, but we're not paramedics. And you just got to sometimes face facts and think, well, I'm really ill, I'm really struggling. However, this is the only thing that's going to make me better. To get to the hospital, get some medication, get some professional help. As I said, that's what I did. And I was in, and I was kept in, because I was in a serious state. And I'm so pleased I went that day, because if I hadn't, I may not be here now. You've got to think about that, because the implications are pretty bad. I can't remember. Xander, hi Stephen, hope you're okay. Well, very well, Xander, thank you. Kaz, I'm okay tonight, just tired. Try and get some rest, Kaz. That's your best bet, really. Same Kaz, it's like me. I'm seeing myself in you. We all have the same pattern, you see. It's a beautiful community, Steve. Welcome, Observer. It's a good community, isn't it? And if you want to support with them, please do. You know what to do. Drop a super chat in or a coffee or something. It's getting stronger, isn't it? As we get to know each other, which is brilliant. Stoic, be selfish in recovery. If you need to unleash, then unleash. This is a safe space. We'll use this chat for what we need it for. Some days to vent, others to share. Gratitude, good point. Catherine, Kaz, you were fine a few days ago when your daughter was visiting. Can you not ring her? Yeah, that's a good idea. We're all here to help each other, 100%. Steve, I find out on Tuesday about rehab days. Okay, that's good news. And push them, man. If they're not forthcoming, tell them how bad things are, and tell them you're suffering. Catherine, we got hammered. She's on the bloody wheel again. Neil Hughes, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, you've got to get some help if you're that state. I don't know if Birdie's been back. Anybody seen him? Or he hasn't been on any of the main channel or anything, so I don't know what's happened to him. I'm glad you're okay, Neil. Nice to see you. So yeah, dark days are coming soon. Be prepared with some sort of plan. And if you haven't got anything to do, you're a bit bored already, then think about what's going to happen in the winter, because you'll need some sort of battle plan, I would call it. Because you cannot just do this with no focus. As soon as it gets dark, wet, and horrendous again, which it will very soon, then you can easily just drift to the pub again. That's the worst thing you can do, obviously. Because you'd go and think, oh, it's not so bad, yeah, nice log fire, see all the old mates and all that. It won't be the same. It's never the same. It will take you back further than you were before. Then you'd be in a mess. Trust me. Scott, guys, get some medical help, 100%. Medical help will break the cycle. Plenty of beautiful people will help you and get you back on track, 100%. Yeah, if in doubt, ring 999. That's it. I've been a 999 responder in the police. I know it's like, we're there to help. There's a lot of good people in the services. DB with Farmer Cars, I feel you guys have been really struggling. I called my addiction counsellor yesterday, bawling, crying on the phone. I was so low. She talked me through it. That's good. She's on Monday. Makes you feel better when you speak to somebody, doesn't it? You feel a little bit like you've offloaded some of the stress. Xander feels one of the toughest things is fighting through the anxiety with nothing but your mind to fall back on. Yeah, it's very hard. The anxiety was the thing that hit me. But you've got to try and turn that around a little bit. The anxiety will fade if you get off the booze, if you get off it and keep off it. Because every time you go back on it after a relapse, the anxiety will be 1,000 times worse. To me, the relapse is a killer. I've mentioned it a lot. It's just hits you like a train. Michael, as a 7-year-old, I was drinking in the Yates Wine Lodge and noticed an inscription in the ceiling. Alcohol is a good servant, but a bad master. It was 20 years later when I truly understood the meaning. Yeah, it's good then. Davey, welcome for reaching out and getting vulnerable. That's how we grow. Good point. If you're not vulnerable, then you're not seeing life properly. Bring 101 and tell them your symptoms. That's a good idea. We can only advise you, but it's really down to you. It is ultimately down to the person. But if you need medical help, get it. And don't be shy, because that's what we pay for, isn't it? And most people that I know in the service, in the medical field, in the police and fire service, are very decent people. Because if they're not, they'll soon get ousted. David, 100%. Problem shared is a problem halved. That saying is so true. Observer, love you all. Thanks, Observer. Still, I hear you respect that. Thought of going to the pub. I turned to my daughter instead. She's my life, and we had a great talk. She's 20. We only buried her mum Christmas after last Christmas before losing. Well, over losing. Horrendous. Exactly, Steve. Thanks, Observer. Cars love this community. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's good. It's worked out really well. And it's gone on pace all the time. Beef and chicken stuck in the car. I didn't drink last night. Feel pretty good. Best wishes to everyone who is physically dependent. It is hell. It's worse than hell. It's a living hell, isn't it? It's a living hell. It's not good. Real farmer, her mum had cancer. At 34, stick by her mum for my daughter, even though it's been when the daughter was 5-year-old. Well, everyone's got a story, isn't it? Terrible stories we have. But that's the cycle of life, unfortunately. We've got to get on with it. It's hard to say that, hard to take it in, but it's true, isn't it? We can't all be. We've got to, it's a survival of the fittest life, isn't it? You learn that very quickly. Dennis Maloney, nice to see you. Beef and chicken, for me, alcohol is just a terrible habit coping mechanism I developed. Yeah, habit for me, definitely. Good evening, Stuart. Give me a thumbs up if you can see this. I can see it as well, sub, yeah. So, DB, I really appreciate that. I found that I have to be vulnerable and open up if I truly want to get better. It's so true, that. So true. Stoic, real farmer, well done for staying in control. You keep your priorities in order. Your daughter will have her dad and you will have her. I'm sorry if you lost, make them all proud, stay in control. Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, I didn't think I was going to see my daughter again in 2019. I thought we were going to die. And now she's coming up, I'm going to see her tomorrow with my partner, and she's got a little boy now. Life's completely different. Because you never think things are going to change, but nothing stays the same. The things do change. It just takes a little bit of time sometimes. Catherine and I had one drink today, then left the pub. Thought I'd never go home, get home and relax. Yeah, you must keep out the pub if you can, if it's causing you problems, no? Feg Beg, good evening, how are you doing? Nick, it's not embarrassing. I've rang 999 before, and me, many times. They help me so much. I know the NHS is stretched, but they do help. It's stretched with a lot of time wasters, and Kaz is not a time waster. There's people in there with strained eyebrows and broken fingernails that piss me off. I know a couple of doctors personally, and the things they tell me that people go in with is bizarre. Sore throat. You know, I've got something in my eye. They tell me A&E. Fucking hell. No wonder the NHS is knackered. Thank you, mates. You too. This community is a great place to open up. It is, man. You can say what you like in here. If you want to support the channel, then please drop a super chat in. Doesn't have to be very much, just what you can afford. And there's also a Buy Me a Coffee link, which is pinned to the top. Because there's no monetization on these lives because it helps it flow properly. I think it's much better. I'm not the one to open up, but I feel this channel, we're all in the same boat, 100%. One way or another. Thank you for the channel. You're welcome. Film, it's good, isn't it? You can see what you like on here, within reason. Stoic, Bang, mate, we constantly wore masks in addiction. We get vulnerable, we grow. I always try to keep a beginner's mindset. Yeah, I've got an ebook out as well. It's in the description links, and it's about it's like a handy book to keep you sober. Thanks very much, Derek, for that super chat. Really appreciate that. You've no idea how much it helps the channel. You know, it's really impressive to get that. It helps the channel grow, and we can help as many people as possible. I've got this sort of figure in my head. We get 100 people, we'll have a bigger group, a stronger group, and we'll all contribute something to other people, like a subgroup within a group, if that makes sense. I'll explain it one day, and I actually work it out what I'm saying. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate that super chat, and for supporting the channel. Thanks for everybody for being here. Hope you get some value out of it. It seems to be working well. I thought every night might be too much, but we'll see how 3 months goes, and if it's still valuable, then we'll see what we can do from there. Because I know some people wait and not keen to get on here. So too much stigma attached to alcoholism. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? It really is. Some people see it as self-inflicted. Yeah, things need to change. That's very true. It's all your fault. That's what people used to say to me. If you didn't drink as much, you wouldn't be in a mess. In some ways, that could be said as true. It wasn't in my case. It's just hard hearing my daughter down and upset. It must be horrendous. It brought me the other day what's going on in our country. She told me she would live to give me grandchildren. Wow, fucking hell, man. Life's cruel, isn't it, sometimes? And I'm quite a soft person. And it's hard. It's not easy. I agree. We never chose this life. None of us set out to become addicts. We set out just to have a normal drink like everybody else does. But we aren't like everybody else. We're an exclusive minority, aren't we? People are trying to get off. We're going to get off it. We're all going to be off it. I'll get everybody off before Christmas. Guarantee. Let's go to Bob. Nice to see you. Hi, guys. She made her mind up. She isn't going to have them with this country on its ass. No, this country's gone downhill very quickly, isn't it? I was just talking to my partner the day about this recession. When will it end? Next up, thanks, Derek. Yeah, thanks, Derek, again for that super chat. Let's go to Bob. My family sees alcoholism as a moral failure. Yes, mine were the same. Observer, drinking is not the answer. Real family, your kid needs you strong and sober. 100%. My daughter does, me as well. And all your family do. Each and every one of you here is a special person in my eyes because we're trying to fight this. A lot of people don't fight it. A lot of people just give up and keep drinking. They're the weak ones. We're the strong people. Very strong. Derek, you should add some vlogs to like daily living, one night out, or travel out of here. I think that'd be great. And so yeah, thanks, Derek. There's a lot of videos on the channel, you know. I'll try to do it on the shorts and that, but I will look into that as well. But cheers, Derek, for that. Appreciate it. Scott Bob, they are delusional. Yeah, they haven't got a clue. Most people who talk about this, who haven't been through it, don't have a clue about what's going on in your mind and your body because they haven't been here. None of them have been where we've been. That's why I say be part of the exclusive minority if you can get off it. Guys, as my parents said, they never raised me like that. My dad used to say that. Why are you being such an idiot? So exactly, Steve. Scott Bob, my family of origin, my wife and kids on my rock. That's good. My partner as well now. Not my previous ex-wife, was name it. Which was, hi Steve, have Northumberland in autumn. It's nice actually. The coast is quite good, but it's always cold. I've been on Middlesbrough today on a little thing, but it's nice. It's a good coastline, but it's very, very rugged and very rural, and not a lot of people live at the coast actually. But it can be nice. But I don't really want to stay in this country forever. There's nothing here. The weather's poor. It's too expensive, isn't it now? It always has been, really. I used to live in London. It was crazy expensive then. Stoic. Right now, life will feel shit. You may even feel useless, like you can't comfort her. All she wants is you. You stay in control. You see what a good job you've done by her side. Trust me. Yeah, a good bit of advice there, Stoic. That's what I did. I got sober for my daughter and made a big difference. But she was good. Cold nights. Oh, terrible cold nights. The winter, when the good winter kicks in, that's when I go downhill anyway. Well, go downhill, but when I used to drink at these. It's got about a different time. Yeah, we grew up being future alcoholics. I think we did. If you've been around in the 80s and 90s, first everybody drank heavily, didn't they? It was expected of you to drink, especially where I worked in central London. Nobody took it easy. We all went crazy. Real farmer, 100%. I totally agree. My daughter is more valuable to me than a hangover and empty bank account. Trust me, I partied hard for years and spent £700 a week. It's crazy, isn't it? I still run a business. It's absolutely madness. Scott Bob, they weren't trying to hurt me. Derek, what country would you move to? So, I'd go anywhere. My current partner wouldn't park. She'll go anywhere. Just somewhere that's better value for money, I think. Maybe Asia, somewhere like that. You know, Thailand or Bali somewhere. My daughter's just been for a month over there, so it's fantastic. Where your pound goes further, really, and the quality of life's better. And what's the UK got to offer people now? High taxes, too much enforcement, and too many social issues, really. So, Bob, I knew I had a problem many years before I got so on me. I think I knew I had a problem in my 20s when I used to feel rough, had hangovers, and it was hard work. I found life hard work. It's hard work being a drinker. It really is. Cars found drugs at that age. Beer came later. I've never touched the drugs with any other drug than alcohol. So I've been quite forced them. I could have easily done it if I'd been pushed that way. I've been coerced that way. It's when me and my wife went to see our child bereavement counsellor yesterday. My heart broken again. Fucking hell, man. Sometimes we have to break to build ourselves. It's hard, isn't it? It really is. Stuart Griffiths, you know, how are you doing, Stuart? Nice to see you. It's a hell of a thing, life sometimes. Richard Brew did my degree at Sussex, but nearly chose Newcastle. All right, it's good social life. Young and crazy. But I did most of my drinking in London. Actually, 95% of it, really. I didn't really go to Newcastle town centre. It was a bit rough for me, unfortunately. I think it is at times. Look into Bang. Surrey. Oh, sorry, I've heard of that, yeah. Thanks, Derek. So, Bob, denial is not a river in Egypt. We need to admit we are powerless, not as bad. Yeah, it's true. Well, I was powerless over it. Yeah, it was my choice to go back to it. That's a problem. And that's why I keep banging about relapse, because relapse was the thing that really took me down, you know. Yeah, it sounds tough, that story. It really does. I hope you benefit from these lives. I think we're all benefiting in some way. And if you do want to drop a super chat in, please do. Or buy me a coffee, links at the top there if you want to support the channel. It'd be very good of you. So what do people think about every night? Is it too much? I just want to gauge it week by week, really. Because it was too much, and I'll go down. I think there's enough people on it to keep it running every night, really. That's just my view. Urban Angst, nice to see you. How are you? Nick, feel the best reason to give up drink is to breathe and feel the sun on your face. Yeah, just a simple thing. It's getting the simple things back, isn't it? Being able to go for a walk, being able to go out of the house without worrying about things, and feeling less trapped. I felt terribly trapped and isolated when I drank, you know. And I didn't actually ever feel good. If that makes sense, I always felt. Well, I felt as though I was controlled, so maybe you're right about being powerless. But what I could never understand is when I had these periods of sobriety, I felt really good. Why I went back, when I went back, it was very, very quick to feel ill again. I mean, seriously ill, you know. Richard Bruce swing was it lower in swing? Was it lower in drinking, right? Understand? Can you expand on that, Richard? Swing was lower in drinking. If I'm going to look for a great understanding lady for a relationship, everyone needs someone. Never turn to my family to talk to because they just judged my daughter as what I live for. Yeah, good point. Find some views. Yeah, understanding is the best word, actually. Stoic. Scobo was the worst night of my life holding my daughter for the first and last time. I'm grateful my wife made a full recovery from sepsis and come home with me. Jesus Christ, Stoic. Yeah. Nick felt like a shot put. The more effort you put in, the further you go. That's a good point. I like that. Chris Tate, good evening, Steve. Hope you're well. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Samantha, very true, Stoic. Yeah. You got to be broken to come back. You have to keep going, don't you? Yeah, it's not a good thing. Some horrendous stories recently. I'm glad people are opening up because that's the point of this. Something's good to let, you know, just let it out a little bit because to bottle things up is not good. Thanks, Samantha, for that. Appreciate it. Urban angst in AA speak. The two elements are the allergy and the obsession. It's the obsession that can come back after years of sobriety. I don't know what it was with me. It just seemed to bang like a train. I've been hit by a train. There was no hangover. I just straight to withdrawal. I always drunk when I swam. But I understand here. Got you. What would you recommend as a way to get sober? You've got to change your mindset. If you want to do one-to-one with me, there's a link in the description. I'll talk you through it. It takes a bit of time to talk through it, but you're changing your mindset and realizing alcohol is not good for you. It's going to kill you. That's basically what it is, but there's a bit more to it than that. You've got to have a reason to stop drinking, you know. Lecturelina, I'm on the same page as a farmer. My family always judged me. Mine did. I'm split my sister for 15 years. Real farmer, stuck you work it out. Keep strong for your wife and yourself. Grow stronger. Fantastic. High urban angst. Rains, go to the doctor. 100%. I would like to also say that be very careful when times are good and you're feeling well. Yeah, there's a trap of feeling you're cured. You're never cured from this. Can't tell how many times I felt better and I thought I'll only have a few. Yeah, exactly. One's more than enough, isn't it? Our partners leave us, we can lose everything. The alcohol will never turn it back. It's back on us. It's the worst and best friend. It's very true that, Samara. It just keeps going and going. It's so easy to get a drink, isn't it? It's so difficult to stop. That's why I did that little reel, a while ago about why are pubs easy to get into and very difficult to get out of. Good times, bad times, we always find a reason to drink. It's true. Fegbear relapsed again last night due to work stress. Felt absolutely terrible all day today and not drinking whiskey anymore. God, yeah, you got to get some food and you take some rest from that. Take it back, step back, Fegbear. Okay, Urban next field, keep the lives every night. You can see they're a massive help and more people are coming in. Yeah, I think you're right, Nick. Yeah. It can be a bit of a but once I get on here, I feel, well, it's good, And if I'm helping people, that's the main thing, isn't it? If you want to help the channel, please drop a super chat in or something, or buy me a coffee, links at the top to support us. Stoic. I was always a black sheep. 2 years and 3 months free from addiction, and I'm still a black sheep. I no longer seek external validation. What I do it for me and my wife. That's a good point. Do your own thing. Yeah. I was just talking to my partner today about I used to go to Spoons and talk to people in there. Just they were friends, really, associates. Since I've got myself well and doing all right, they don't speak to me anymore, so I've stopped going in there. Just changed my habit, bollocks to it. I wasn't getting anything from it, so why bother? Be more private, maybe. Just trying to make people smile here. Got to put a joke in, of course you have. You've got to keep going. It's a cycle of life, as I said. Overnight, for me, the sudden thought appears after a task well done. In a moment of respite, breathing, a sigh of relief, that's when the serpent hiss comes, have a drink. I deserve a drink. Yeah, I always thought of the days, a busy shift at work, I deserve a drink. What for? Observer, Steve, this helps us all more than That's very good. Have you just put to say that? Thanks, Observer. Appreciate it. Richard Bruce, are you with that coffee tonight, don't I? Oh, if you wish, you can do. I could do the coffee, actually. I had one today. Extra hot latte. It was nice, man. Very expensive. In a little cafe in Middlesbrough. Funny place now. I'd like to know, when my wife died, my daughter was 2 years old. I would do the life parent thing, and then after bedtime, my God, I would neck as much beer as I could until it was ready to pass out. Jesus, what a time you've had. There's a lot of sad stories, but all strong, We must be very strong here. I've got things I can tell you about. I'm not going to open up yet, but I'll listen to yours. Chat your old people. Thanks, Observer. Sometimes I feel I need a lobotomy to get sober. Told them change your mindset. Leclerc is still not as bad as that now, but still, I get where you're coming from. Leclerc, I do get where you're coming from. I think we all do. Urban for example, I'm doing laundry right now, and it's important to have the next task ready to do immediately after. But this type of chat helps immensely. Good. If it makes you feel accountable, that's a massive bonus. Because when I was on my own, I just had nobody to talk to, nobody to mention things, nobody to ask a question of, and you feel left out then, don't you? If you've got somebody to speak to, it's a massive, massive help. And not a medic, because the medics don't know what they're talking about. In this field, anyway, unless they've been alcoholics. That's the only way to describe it. You can't tell people what to do who haven't been there. Observer, sort of philosophy. I have to go. God bless all. Have a great weekend. Yeah, cheers, Scooter Bob. Nice to see you. And have a good weekend. Maybe see you tomorrow. Stoic Steve, the chat is sad because you created a safe and comfortable space here. Together we will all win our lives back. That's good. Let's kick fuck out of our addictions. Show us when feeling passionate. Good man. I like that. I like a bit of passion. Means a lot. That. Good message. That. It's not sad. It's just to hear about other people's stories in a group. It's good to let people know. What's going on in your life and what's happened to you. And sometimes you think, no wonder we drank. Catherine Letter Liner, the same here. My mum died when I was 3. My dad used to drink every night, but he adored me and I adored him. Wow. Thanks, Catherine. Carl's getting take care, Scooter. Somewhere stoic, it would be nice to get Robert and Rosie in the chat. Bob, take care, honey. It's my latest go, Bob. Richard drinking on the lawns out in the sunshine will miss. Yeah, but you're not missing for long. When you start to feel good, life's totally different. Stoic, someone I would admit, nice people. Yeah, there's nice people. A lot of nice people. Get everybody together. We'll definitely do something after Christmas. Hire a venue. I think a restaurant would be good. Get 100 people in there, however many wants to come. Rains, I feel comfortable here, chatting amongst strangers who understand the alcoholism struggle. Yeah, I agree. But we won't be strangers for long. That's the long-term aim anyway. Electronic Catherine, I feel for you. Yeah, we've a lot of grief, haven't we? We've had but again, that's life, isn't it? If you didn't experience the bad times, you wouldn't know what to do in the good times, would you? I will join you lot when I'm ready. Unfortunately, I'm still drinking. Observing you can still be here when you're drinking might help you come off. That's the point of it, isn't it? You can join us anytime. There's no bar to age or how much you're drinking or nothing. And it's great to see that we've got a nice mix of male and female as well, isn't it? Even checking there, sorry for all the losses on me, thinking about you all, obviously. Stay here, observe it, she will stay. Hopefully, Maypex 1976 just got here. Be well, yeah, we're doing well. Got quite a few people on tonight, thanks very much. And we're doing well. Everyone's doing well. Observer, you're safe, Steve. Observer, you're fine here. Just keep plugging away. Consistency is the key with all of it, and not becoming a slave to the demon drinkers. Oh, Samantha, I think it was said, it was, we have a devil. Oh, sorry, one thing in common, which is a devil that drink. It's horrendous, isn't it? Thanks, Letter Liner. Observe, I'm the same, but to be honest, since I started watching this channel, my mindset is slowly changing. That's what we need to do, change mindsets. Yeah? Get a different view of it all. Because it's not something to miss out on, it's not something to enhance your life, like these idiots used to say in spoons. It didn't enhance my life at all. What's this thing? All members have to access this emoji. It's good, isn't it? I think it's good. I can't see it properly, but it looks good. There's no point in judging people here. We're all the same. We're alcoholics, but some are drinking and some are not. Yeah, good point. All got the same illness, haven't we? Just some have got managed to control it a bit better at the moment. We'll all get off it. All members have access to this emoji. 3 people. It's funny that. Neil, it's worth thinking about. 100%. Yeah, we're all here for you. So anybody who's struggling, get on here. Make a great emoji. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I can't even say. I'm scared to click on it. I'll do it later. Anyway, let's move this along a bit. So, dark nights, cold nights, winter nights. Have something else planned other than drinking, because that's going to take you straight back to square one. I suppose you got this for an hour or so, haven't you? I know it's me, but I've just couldn't see if there's doctored the picture. Good fun. It's nice to talk to strangers, but understand because we all want someone to talk to. Definitely we do. Electroline Maypex 1976. Did you have the same Irish upbringing? You'll feel better, believe me, observer. You will. Electroline, yes, I really agree. Such an inspiration. All very good. It's all going very well. Neil, I feel much better and have more strength. I was surprised how much alcohol is a depressant of the brain and body. It takes all of your energy away. You feel terrible, don't you, when you drink an did. I became virtually suicidal. I'm not like that at all. I'm not a class clown, but I'm a happy person. I rarely stress unless it's something to do with a car. I hate cars breaking down. Other than that, life's pretty good, really. But alcohol will take everything from you, 100%. If you get some benefits from these lives, please drop a super chat in or buy me a coffee links at the top. You know where it is. Urban angst. I must admit, it still hurts my feelings that my bar associates aren't really friends and don't want to hang out away from the bar. The feelings, I think urban anxiety, you've gone through the same as me. But I've passed that now, and I think if they don't want to speak to me, bollocks to them. Because they see me as a threat now. Because my life's better than theirs, if that makes sense. And people love to see you down. If I went back on the booze tomorrow, I'd be welcomed with open arms. They'd be picking me up to take me to the boozer. Any tips for writing, Stephen? Writer's block and deep water here. Bit of music, maybe. I don't know what your book's about. It's something about French, isn't it? Something. I'm not a big writer, to be honest with you. But I know somebody is. Maybe just go with the flow. Bit of music, that's a good idea. Look, I gave up on bars years ago. I got sick of talking about bollocks. Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? I just go deep on YouTube as mine. Yeah, I agree. People talk rubbish in bars. That's what they're there for, isn't it? Just talking nonsense. You're writing it in French. Wow. Let me do that. The dump. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. How's things with you? Hope you're well. I've got a few questions in. This is what we mentioned. People always think about death from alcohol via the liver, but there's lots of other things: heart attacks, strokes, cancers, all that thing. But regarding the liver in particular, observe we don't. Peter, observer, we don't judge. We're on the same boat, 100%. The alcohol's impact on the liver. You can get fatty liver hepatitis, and which leads to cirrhosis and all sorts of problems. But basically, you're just hammering it all the time with booze. And that's where you get these different stages. So it's called a silent killer. So if you know you drink too much, it's best to get a check if you can. Sometimes even the blood test won't show up and come back as a good LFT, liver function test. It's crazy. Urban angst. I've seen my mates for 2 years. Haven't seen them for yet. You lose what you lose in addiction. Wasn't supposed to say. We make new friends. Of course you do. Good mate. Dump there. Well done. 5 weeks sober. Fantastic. Round of applause for the dump. Fantastic. New work. Please take care. I'm a diabetic type 1 because of my heavy drinking. Pancreas damage. Insulin pump now. Yeah, we'll have to take stock and look after ourselves, don't we? Samantha, urban angst, they were not your real friends. Try and make real friends without the involvement of alcohol. Yeah, well done, Samantha. I appreciate that. Good call there. They were not your real friends, as Samantha said, and same with mine. They weren't my real friends, which is there because they could get a drink. And as soon as I turned my life around, especially recently, they just ignore me. I thought, so I'm going to ignore them, so I just stopped going to the pub. That was it. And I feel better for it. Because I used to feel as if they brought me down. And I'm quite a high energy person. Going there, I think, God, these people are wankers. So I don't go there anymore. I feel much better. I'm a week tomorrow, starting to feel so more positive. Brilliant. Looking forward to the future again. I did 5 months sober. Thought I could have one and went on a 2-week bender. No, we know that is not going to happen. One is too many, isn't it? Well done, Nick. Been there, Nick. Soon established money. The good news is that I found a cruise line called Sober Celebrations, dry ocean cruises. Otherwise, I would not be able to take seagoing vacation. Well, that's good, isn't it? I didn't know they did that. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? The dump, congratulations. Yeah, well done, dump. Eat up money. Alcohol will take all of your money. Except I was astounded to find out that 37% of people die of delirium tremors if there was no medical intervention. Jesus, that's high, isn't it? What brings on the DTs then? So I didn't have them. I don't think I did anyway. I had seizures though when I stopped suddenly. Stoic Nickfield, time's a healer, always kicks in when we start to feel good again. Yeah, as I said before, it's a feeling. It's like this trap called I'm cured. You're never cured, are you? She's fine. My wife just bought me a Chinese takeaway. Might cure the terrible hangover I've got today. Going to stay off the booze. Yeah, if you can keep off it, keep off it. You feel a lot better in time. It's going to take a bit of time to turn back the clock with this. You found anybody been saving the money that we're spending? Yeah, so what they're saving for? I know I'm saving money. I'm 6 years into it now, but at the start I thought I'd spend a bit on a few holidays and things. I had a little bit more disposable income, really. Is sleep deprivation, Steve, the REM pop? Yeah, I agree. Not good, is it? Sleep gets messed up completely. BBC Six did a radio show years ago called Pub Car Parks. Is what music we discovered. We discovered waiting in the car for our parents and the boozer. It was absolutely flooded with calls, really. Yeah. Sit outside the pub in the car with a bag of crisps and a Coke. Urban angst. Someone I read somewhere that alcohol is the only substance that is fatal in some cases. Oh, yeah. Well, I had seizures, but I wasn't sure about the DTs. Stoic, very true, Stoic. Good point. If you want to support the channel, please feel free to drop a super chat in. Doesn't have to be a lot, or if you want to buy a coffee, then please do. The link's at the top there. Yeah, alcohol will not do any good in any form. It'll wreck your brain, it'll wreck your life, it'll wreck everything, and you won't be able to function properly. That's the problem. You cannot function properly. I don't believe there's such a thing as functioning alcoholic, because we're barely functioning. We're just about getting there. And people around you will know you're drinking too much. If you're sober, you know when somebody's had a drink, don't you? Especially when you're going in every day at work. You're looking rough, you're late, you haven't had a proper shower, had a shave, and with women obviously look unkempt, the hair's not been combed, whatever it is, people know. And there's a lot more problems with women drinking every day, getting liver disease, all sorts. And that's why it's good to have a sort of good mix. We've got a lot of females on here as well, because it just shows that it affects everybody, doesn't it? I have had auditory hallucinations and withdrawal. Wow, sounds frightening, that man. The extra money is astonishing. Me and the wife go on holiday once or twice a year now, so I guess I'm seeing the world because of giving a drink. Of course you are. Yeah, so you see everything clearer. I was spending £1,000, £1,500 a month. It's madness. 50 quid a day. 50 quid a day is easy to do if you get a taxi, have a kebab, and win a couple of drinks. I know a couple who spent 80 quid a day. Sometimes 100 quid a day, most days. Then I consider myself functioning. Lately, my boss has noticed a massive change in my attitude. I've become right naughty, moody fucker. Yeah, it's weird now. People notice. Jonathan Gould, unfortunately, I knew they were not real. Well, that's good if you know they're not real, because it can be so dangerous, couldn't it? Urban, I'm currently working on moderating my anger when an alcohol commercial comes on. YouTube actually increases the booze ads because of my searches. Really, it's interesting, isn't it? So good night, all beautiful people. Thanks, Observer. Speak to you soon. I hope you have a good night. I'll come back tomorrow. We're not living, we're simply existing. From Nick, I agree with that. Yeah, that's all function is. When I was at the end of it all, I was just drinking to try and get out of bed. Basically, it was just no good at all. No quality of life. It was bad news all the time. Nothing was going well. Nothing goes well, And you drink yourself to oblivion sometimes, don't you? Because what happens when you drink too much? You get no nutrients in your body. You become weak. Your brain becomes weak. But again, anxiety was the thing for me. Although it's a terrible substance, it is, man. Well, there's no way it would be allowed now on the shelves if it was discovered. It's just got massive tax receipts. It'd be interesting to see what the balance is between tax receipts from alcohol and actually NHS costs, wouldn't it? Depression and booze go hand in hand, 100%. And suicides. Let it rely on adjustment. I've never experienced the DTs, but my God, they must be horrific. How scary is it? I've never ever had them, but I've heard horrendous stories. And the subset there, 37% of people die. That is bloody horrendous, isn't it? Absolutely incredibly bad. 37% of people can actually go through the DTs and not come out again. It's just unreal, to be honest. Absolutely unreal. It's just incredible. We're only auditory. I must admit, I used to get these sort of, not twitches, but I used to hate loud noises and flashing lights and stuff. So that's got anything to do with it. Claire, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. I'm pretty sure 100%. Yeah, the DT is not good at all. Yes, you got quickly to the liver. Fatty liver, then you get fibrosis and cirrhosis, but there's also alcoholic hepatitis, which that was a massive killer during COVID, when people were drinking too much in a very short space of time, and there was a massive death rate. Bad Company goes into detail about visual. Yeah, I like Bad Company. I keep in touch with him. He was a nice fella. Samantha, did you say you're a soft person? Very. Yeah, you must know me better than I do. Very, very emotional. Cry at animals and music and stuff. Makes me laugh, that. You obviously know me from somewhere, from past life. Did you say you're a soft person? Very, very soft. In the right hands, if that makes sense. Except my worst hallucination was in a hospital bed. The ward turned into the inside of a cathedral with serpents and snakes coming down from the roof, meeting the other patients. Jesus Christ. Sounds horrific. Real farm of the amount of bodies I picked up when I was undertaker was unreal. We covered a radius from office 100 miles. Jesus Christ almighty. Well, I've seen a lot of dead bodies in the game I was in as well, man. Just trying to look at this. Samantha's comment. Do you see a soft person? I'm very soft. Too soft sometimes. Victory faction. Let's see on here. A niche known alcoholic American YouTuber just died yesterday. He was only 34. Very sad state of affairs, and it's a warning to us to fight the demon drink any way we can. Yeah, 100%. As Samantha said the other day, it's devil drinking. It's devil. It's devil. It's horrendous, man. He had an experience where my body has jumped about 6 inches in bed. Strange feeling. I've had that sort of twitch before. Yeah. Left liner. Now I'm so tired I just collapse. Chris Moore made a song, Delirium Tremens. Not sure if it was a parody or to make awareness. Right, okay, I'll have a look at that. Urban Angst, nearly 9 months so. Well done, Urban. The danger is what's called the pink cloud. Being convinced that I got this, it's important to always be on the guard. On God. Yeah. It's also the trap called cured. I'm cured now. It'll never be cured. Did you cry when you watched Titanic? I did, Nick. A lot, actually. Yeah, I used to cry at the end of. This sounds a bit bizarre. There was a thing called the Horse of the Year show when that ended, because I used to love watching it when I was a kid. And also the one at the skiing one, Ski Sunday or something. When that ended, oh God, I was so sad. Very heavy in the emotions. Not as bad as it used to be. I'm so tired, so off first news. Thank you all being here. Big love, Steve. Catch you soon. Catch you tomorrow, Kaz. Yeah, take it easy. If you're in doubt, call the professionals. Okay, I'm being serious. That's what saved my life. Bringing 999. 100%. So 1975, food and coffee. Well said. 50 King Cobra, GFS. King Cobra. Oh. Night Cars keep well. 50 Faction King Cobra, who was the YouTuber. Oh, what was his name? Was it? Goodness me, King Cobra. Never heard of him, but maybe people who are doing these channels do drink as well. I don't know. I know I couldn't do it. I was drinking, I'd be comatose. Well, I wouldn't be here. I'm sure that I was at the point where if I had one out of 100, and I wouldn't last very long at all. I've got a few friends like that, man. Sober friends I'm talking about. People who've actually given up, and they want. Sent me a few months ago, actually. I would love to have a steak and a glass of red wine. I never drank wine, but they like the red wine. A bit more refined than me, you see. Professional people. And I said, why do you just want to have one glass of wine? And then actually deliberated on that and thought, yeah, he's right. We need 12 bottles over a weekend and not just one glass of wine. And that's what happens, isn't it? I think it was one of the Oasis brothers said, nobody goes out for one drink. You go for 100, don't you? Who goes in the pub and has one drink and has house things? Oh, the wife's not very well. I crashed a car last week. Oh, goodbye. You go out for more than one. Some people can just have one. A part can just have one or none. I've got the odd friend I used to go to the gym with years ago who didn't drink or just had one or 2 pints in a match. Actually. But they're few and far between. If you're a problem drinker, you're never going to have one again. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? Deborah King Cobra died yesterday. He had his own news. Oh, I didn't know about that. That's very sad. Horrendous, isn't it, to see that? Stoic power of choice is yours alone. While you can't control external events, you can control your responses. It's your response to either partake or abstain that reflects your self-discipline and freedom. Good point. Once we get sober, it's up to us, isn't it? That's when you got to change this mindset. Hope you're all enjoying these lives. If you get some value from them, we feel you are. Please drop a super chat in to help support the channel, or the Buy Me a Coffee link is at the top there. It's just pinned at the top. So we've been going about an hour. We've got about 40 to 50. That's good for a Friday night. It's nice to see regulars because it means it's working probably, and other people coming as well. You know? I don't know what's happened to a couple of regulars. Bertie, and a couple of others missing as well. Isn't I can't recall the names. Yeah, alcohol. As we mentioned about alcohol and cancer risk the other day. It's linked apparently. Alcohol is linked to cancer risk, to breast cancer, liver cancer, throat cancer, and colon cancer. And as far as I'm aware, with mouth cancer, I suppose some of the throat isn't really. So there's all these other things that are linked to alcohol. I'm Magpie SC, how are you? All these other things are linked to alcohol directly or indirectly as well. Breast cancer, which I didn't know about the breast cancer. Liver, obviously, throat and colon. I didn't know about the colon actually. I have a coffee now. Do I have a coffee now? Do I have to buy it? Yeah, of course you do, Richard. Yeah, you should know the score by now. I'll have a Americano, please, with a little bit of milk. Cheers, Richard. Oh, it's linked to most things, unfortunately. It's a good point, that Neil, isn't it? It's linked to crime, accidents, suicides, depression, domestic violence, child abuse, general crime anyway. Well, yeah, it doesn't do much good, does it? Yet millions of people go out every week, every day. And when you think about it, what's bank holiday for? An excuse to get drunk, isn't it more? Wow, we've got Monday off. Let's get hammered on Sunday. It's madness, isn't it, when you actually analyse it? So my full delirium tremor is exceptionally rare. It's when the vocal and visual hallucinations completely take over the body and all reality is lost. So why is that? Why don't they just go into a seizure then? So bad. I can't understand how you can live through all this dreamy thing. Because I was really bad with alcohol. I mean, I was down death's door with it. I didn't have the DTs. It was everyone's different, aren't they? I didn't sleep for a long, long time though. Probably I know that. Sleep deprivation was my big issue, and food as well. Reese, how's it going? Very well, Reese. How are you? Nice to see you. It's going well. We've just been talking about various subjects, loneliness and winter nights, and a few stories about life and all sorts of things. But everything's going well, thank you. How are you getting on? Yeah, another one. Let's have a look. Well, we know about alcohol and mental health, don't we? The main thing is, well, for me, it was anxiety, really. Next, they feel night owl going for an early night and get up for an early morning walk to try 10k. Wow, that's good, isn't it? Well done, Nick. Speak tomorrow. We've got a good pair of shoes, trainers, whatever you're wearing. It's a long, long walk, isn't it? Left running, my brother-in-law's dad gave up whiskey abruptly and lost his eyesight for a week. Jesus. Incredible. Richard Bruce, unbelievable, isn't it? It's what goes on is unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, night, Nick. Speak to you soon, and good luck with your walk. Yeah, it's the mental health side of it: anxiety, depression, mood swings. I don't have any mood swings. I was always quite happy. I was quite a quiet drinker. Never bothered anybody really, as long as I got enough booze. I was a steady drinker. I think that's why I could probably drink 20, 25 pints in a day, because I just took it easy. Sounds a bit ridiculous. Took it easy. As in, I didn't go, whoa, with spirits. I just used to take pint after pint after pint. And that's the way I drank. Steady away, they used to call it, steady away. And that's when I really got drunk. It was over a long period of time, nice and steady. But God knows how much I must have spent on booze. I hate to think about it. And I just think, well, wow, all the money that went was incredible. No wonder it was the Bureau of Change with the credit cards and things like that, because we get credit easily. Well, I could anyway. For bank holidays for me were the worst. My Saturdays were my Fridays. Yeah, you just pull one day back, don't you, or one day forward. So it's like I'm fine. Got 10 pints of Heineken. Well, that's good if you like that sort of thing. I can't do that. But it will kill you in the end. That's just the way of life, isn't it? It doesn't have any real change in symptoms. It'll kill us somehow, or it'll interrupt your life. You can be stable, you can have cancers and all sorts of things. I don't think there's any benefits. They did come out with this nonsense about a glass of wine or two every day do some good. I think it's not going to do you any good at all. Well, certainly not going to do problem drinkers any good because we can't just have one anyway. So it's finished. That's the end game for us, isn't it? No more beer, no more drinks, no more. Oh, that's it. I hate my mood swings. Great. Next to it, it can cause full mal. Seizures. The patient is at risk because they think they can fly. What really put you in a zombie state? It's very, very dangerous. Let Ryan student, I don't feel like that. At the end of the day, drinking 25 beer, did you just collapse into bed, or was that a limit? And you, I just thought it was like the time's up, really. I never got completely drunk. It was just steady away. If you start drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning, you drink till 2 in the morning. It's only like 1.5 pints an hour, isn't it? A bit of food in between that. So it's sort of like steady, progressive drink. I didn't do it every day. That was just on some days off and holidays and that sort of thing. So it's mad, isn't it, that our addiction tries to convince us we're missing out and we're boring. I think other people tell us that as well, mind. I can't think of anything more boring than sitting in the pub all day. We're missing out on self-destruction. I agree. That's what I say to people now. I found lying in hospital bed, dying pretty boring. So, there's no way I could drink again. Rains, these days I can drink 12 beers minimum, then I'll need a vodka to get me through the night. Yeah, I didn't do the spirits thing, thankfully. I would love to know why most people go on to vodka. You know what I'm saying? Why do most people go on to vodka? Because a lot of alcoholics tend to go from beer, cider, wine, and then they hit the vodka, don't they? That's the problem for a lot of people, the vodka. And then drink bottles of it. And that obviously knackers the liver completely, then, doesn't it? Jim Wilson, easy to hide, is it? Or because it's white spirits, wasn't it? Like Bacardi or gin. Unfortunately, I never got into spirits. I think I probably would have died earlier. I would have just been in a worse state earlier anyway, I know that. I strong hit you quick. Okay, Neil, cheers. I'll get bored for 6 or 7, one drink at all. Yeah, that's what you're saying. If you want to drop a super chat in, please do. Need some support for the channel if you don't mind. And there's coffee links at the top if anyone wants to hit that. Excellent. My YouTube night will be spent watching stuff about this. It's crazy scary, but so interesting. It's very scary, isn't it, when you see it? In all its glory, as it were. It's because it's a nightmare disease. And it's getting worse. Forget about what media says about people not drinking as much. The death rate's much worse. And especially amongst women. When you think about it, their livers aren't as robust as ours, as men's. Sorry, ours. There's plenty of women in here as well. But it's got to be, somebody's got to get a grip of it. And we have to firsthand, but I can't see the NHS putting up with it much longer because the hospitals are full of people with alcohol-related diseases. And it says not just the liver, the pancreas as well, and the heart attacks, the strokes, the social problems, assaults, all this. I spent 6 weeks in hospital during lockdown, felt safe, but I didn't get access to drink. Yeah, I was in there for 2.5 years, doing the whole, well, on and off, obviously. 6 weeks here, a couple of weeks at home, 8 weeks in, could be home 3 months in, all that sort of thing. I go to the gym every other day, stoic, and have done for 2 years. 1 hour weight training, 30 minutes running. I couldn't run for 5 minutes. Addiction. The physical and mental improvements are phenomenal. Yeah, they are. I couldn't even walk. Couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair 4 years ago to get from the front door of my parents' house into the Tilback Islands, which was about 5-6 steps. It's ridiculous. What I went through. I didn't think I would survive. Now that the doctors. I'm out and out alcoholic. I'm acutely aware of this, so I'll drink anything, wine, spirits, beer. But have you tried to come off? I mean, you mentioned trying, but it's not easy, is it? Maybe see the doctor, see if we can get you some pills. I couldn't get the pills, mind. But make yourself available to the medics. That's what I'm saying. Very nice. Fridays are formal nights. I stay home and do a late night movie chat with. Yeah, that's the thing. I've always said Friday's relapse day. I'll do a little short video every Friday saying relapse Friday. 100% straight. I'm performing better in boxing training, but my age is going against me. Now at 40, you'll be fine. Any training is good for you, no matter what age you are. Electrolytes bought a coffee. Thanks, Electrolyte, for buying that coffee. Always a pleasure tuning in every night. Thank you very much. Electrolyte just bought a coffee. Cheers to support the channel. If you want to do that, please join him. It all helps to keep the channel strong, keeps it moving along, keeps it current, and keeps it here for all of us to help each other. That's the main reason we're here. The bloke who saved my life. I say Friday is just another day. It ends in Y. It's true that Friday's no different than Monday, is it? Stoic philosophy. That's about it. Play the tape forward. That you must do that. Play the tape forward. When you think about having a drink, think, well, what will it be like in 3 days' time? The term on the piss is very true. You're pissing your money away. You all mind. Somewhere Electrolyte, check out YouTube channel, Backcountry Alcoholism and Sobriety. He explains all manner of alcohol withdrawals. Yeah, Backcountry's good, isn't he? He's gone into he's had loads of problems with DTs now, hasn't he? Yeah. I'm surprised he survived. I think he's surprised he survived. I spoke to him the other day, actually. It's about how does addiction work? Are we doing by ourselves? No, it's just. I think addiction is habit, then it turns into addiction, if that makes sense. I used to hammer the gym daily years ago, and my stupid reward for working out so hard was about £5. I know. Mad, isn't it? I used to work hard at work and do this, get promoted, and my reward was having a few drinks. Fucking crackers. Reason I don't understand how people can drink 20 pints a day and I can't drink 10. We're all different sizes, different physical shapes, also. Isn't it? I think Wednesday, Friday's the worst day for sure. Yeah, and then it goes into summertime, and then winter time is the worst. It used to be, not now. But I felt there was nothing else to do. But you find things, I'm so busy now, I've hardly got time to do anything, if that makes sense. You wouldn't believe what I do during the day. I just have such a busy day. So, it's incredibly easy to fill your time in once you get used to it. Go for it. So, fast forward the tape, compare boxes, practice gratitude, the best tools I have. Well said. Samantha, we have people all over the world here. But where would we settle for a meetup if you agreed to meet up, Steve? I think somewhere like York, do you not think? What's everybody's thoughts for a meetup? I know you're saying about all over the world, it's going to be a little bit difficult to arrange that, but maybe you have one in the UK, do you think, Samantha, at first? I think we need to do it, though, and have a date, or, a month at least, to work on it. I would say January after Christmas, get everyone through Christmas, get everyone sober over Christmas. Is York central? It's only about an hour from here. Mid-central for me. And a few of us based in the northeast, but London maybe. That's south, isn't it? Manchester. Somewhere in the middle of the country. It's easy to get to. And everybody can get to York. It's the main interchange, isn't it, on the train? And if people are a bit short of money, then they can. There's a bus, isn't it? Dial bus, or what it's called. Could do it cheaper. The DT is extremely scary. I was attacked by big snakes, dragons. Jesus. Don't fancy these DTs. Neil, no. Samantha, how about Leeds? Peter comes Liverpool. Liverpool. Where is everyone from? Country and county. Well, we've got Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle area. We've got to be a majority area, isn't it? I suppose most people are. Roof farmer, where's everyone from? They've managed to find hot summer days are the worst because all the parties are buzzing. That's true. Then we have our annual work barbecue next weekend. I always dodge going because I know I'll swallow every single beer. Yeah, you got to get away from them. See, as you get older, the old saying becomes more relevant. There are not enough hours in the day. But just time goes quickly, doesn't it? Stoics saying Liverpool. York, I think. York's easy to get to, isn't it? It takes an hour and a half from London. It takes an hour from Newcastle. It takes about an hour from Manchester. And it's quite a nice place as well. There's lots of restaurants there that I know. Well, I don't know them all, but I've been a few times with a partner. York's quite nice. It's very relaxed as well, isn't it? There's plenty to do. We'll have a think about that. But Macclesfield, I don't know how we can get there. I think that's well, Liverpool is. Not sure if it is or not. The only way of meeting up will work if we meet in a group where we are close together. True. What about York, Samantha? Is that not good? Any good? That's quite simple, isn't it? We need to do it though, and you get it planned. Channel Islands could maybe do a £500 return EasyJet. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll go there. We'll have to make a few quid for it, or save a few quid. Anywhere that's suitable for most people would be good. Still 20 minutes from Manchester, edge of Peak District. Right, I mean Leeds, York, which is only 20 minutes away. Yeah, I think it will all be miles away from each other. Yeah, but it won't take long to get there, would it? Yeah, it wouldn't take long to get from Liverpool to York or wherever. Bottom of Manchester, top side Derbyshire, Macclesfield. I told everyone about my addiction recovery, including my boss at work, HR and colleagues. That way my addiction can't hide. Yeah, Manchester. I could go for Manchester as well. Well, I've got 2 or 3 contenders then. We'll work it out. But Manchester's easy to get to as well, isn't it? I think we should make a date. I know it's going to be a few miles. We're not all going to live in the same housing area, but it's something to make it work. Leslie John, first we'll all meet online first. Like do a Teams meeting, you mean? Maybe do that, yeah. Could do. It's something worth thinking about, isn't it? Definitely. I've been trying to bury a few months back. A lot of that time should be tuning in. Scary drinking there. Right, I understand. It's crazy. Everybody's drinking, isn't it? Bertie Bassett's back. Thank God for that. Midlands is Central. No, it's not. It's miles with that. Seaway all coming out of yours, yeah. I'll get the West Wing cleaned up. Be a good idea, wouldn't it? Leslie Jolie, yes. I'll see how many cleaners I've got on board on that day. Bertie is back. Hi, Bertie. How are you doing? I'm a bit tight for coffee, Steve. I'm having it hard staying at work tonight. Don't worry. Get yourself one. It'll wake you up. Yes, so nice to see you, Bertie. Hope you're all okay. And we'll have a look at Christmas due in January, and we'll come up with a plan. Not a problem. There's a solution to every problem, you know. Bertie, the Return of the King. The King. Hi, Anne. Midlands is the same as Softy South. It's true. You're a legend, sir. Thanks, Richard. Oh, that's for me. Maybe it's not. As long as no one's from Millwall, we can be heard. I used to police Millwall football ground when I was in South London as a policeman. What a place that was. I set the train station on fire one night. Crazy crowds. For me, it's nuts where I am, even though it costs a lot more being in the Cotswolds. It's a holiday place as well, isn't it? If you'd like to drop a super chat in, please do. Let's support the channel and we'll get this meetup sorted. Or buy me a coffee, as somebody else has already done. Thanks for that, Lina, for doing that. Don't meet in London, beer too expensive. Yeah. Won't be drinking beer, will we? Be water. But even that's expensive in London, isn't it? Expensive everywhere. Right, let's have another question. Right. Alcohol withdrawal symptoms. What's the worst withdrawal symptom you had? I think mine was the actual shakes and weakness, feeling dizzy, sweat, not being able to sleep properly. That sort of thing was horrendous for me. I just feel that the whole, I can't really put my finger on it. I just felt, when you feel a bit, ugh, you feel like you've been ill for months. That's what it was like for me, the alcohol withdrawal. It was just really, 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 really feeling ill. But I think not being able to eat was a bad one. Insomnia, Neil, yeah, that's bad as well, isn't it? Sweats, definitely sweats, that's all mixed in, isn't it? Stoic mood swings. Was that sort of highs and lows? I was just low, me, all the time. My mood never swung, it just was down. I never got up at all. That was a problem. And I felt poisoned. Yeah, that's a good point. Your whole body feels rough, doesn't it? A little shaky, nothing else. Really. I used to shake terribly. I used to think. Mine was in the mind more, I had this thing, impending doom. I don't know if I've had that before, but you think everything is going to go badly. Everything will go badly for you. Real from 3 days shakes and pounding headaches, but 4 days out of 7 were benders. Cost £700 a week. Yeah, I was better get on my days off. Drinking all day. There's these shakes and headache. Yeah, you know this? I never suffered from headaches. But the shakes, wow, bad. Pick up local pub Stella, £4.50 a pint, Guinness 0.45. It's crazy, isn't it? Guinness 0 is more expensive than the alcohol. Neil, the symptom is like flu and being beat up at the same time. It is, man, isn't it? You just feel. You don't. I didn't feel myself like out of body experience. Amongst the worst mornings were the hangovers combined with the pancreas beginning to fail. Wow. Having felt wrong the entire world. Yep, I agree. Catherine, my hand's shaking work too. Stoic best positive when that washing machine noise in your head is gone. Uncontrollable first, but then it's bliss. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? And that, all you do, remember not to judge any of your friends. You used to be one of them. Their time to quit alcohol is not now. Yeah, well said, yeah. It's a good message that don't judge them. Although some of them maybe aren't your real friends, but I understand what you're saying. Remember not to judge any of your friends. Used to be one of them. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's not right for them to quit, you're right. It's not everybody's time all at the same time, is it? It took me a long time. So that's a good point. Samantha, thanks for bringing that up. Real Farmer, £4.50 is cheap, £7 in the customers, yeah. All the people with hallucinations. Hallucinations, I'm glad I didn't get them in mind. Coffee's brewing, well done, Richard. Brain fog is bad. I get more problems from coffee than beer, right? Richard, flat white, please, mate, yeah, and me. Rain's been panic attacks at work. Yeah, mine was definitely anxiety, panic attacks, sweat, shakes, everything. Apart from didn't have the DTs. Thankfully, I wasn't in that. Let's just reiterate what Samantha said: that don't judge your friends. They're maybe not in the right place to go. We all have different mates and these, don't we? But I'm glad it's our time to go. That's the main thing. And you're all on here for one reason: that's to get healthy again. That's important, isn't it? One of my most desperate withdrawal caused me to shoot myself in the head with an air rifle twice. Not for suicide, but to get sectioned and get detox. I started the treatment almost immediately in the A&E. Yeah, this is means to end that, wasn't it? Although it could have been much worse for you. But it's a massive cry for help, isn't it? I did have crazy thoughts about committing a crime or maybe doing something like that to get in somewhere. Because I knew the police stations had nurses and you'd get detoxed if you went to a police cell. Because I used to drink 8 coffees a day, doctor told me I had to cut down to 2 or 3. Wow, that's a lot of coffee. You're most likely to die in delirium tremors than any other stage of withdrawal. Yeah, I think Samara mentioned that. Richard Bruce, I beg your pardon, Stoic. White Russian. And the drink, isn't it? Yeah. Excellent, Jesus Christ, you were in a bad place. Yeah, horrendous, isn't it? Yeah. I hope you're all benefiting from these lives. If you want to drop a super chat, then please do. And the coffee link is at the top. It's pinned at the top as always is because there's no monetization on here. So support the channel if you can. Stoic, if I drink coffee, I shake. Really? I've never had that before. I haven't drunk a lot of it, mate. Mr. Bruce, have you seen the Big Lebowski? I've heard of that. Needless to stop, you need to have a plan and be committed 100% and seek medical advice first. It's dangerous just to go to it is, mind. That's what I did and had a seizure. I didn't even know that to stop like that would be dangerous. Richard Bruce, I've been out of the loop these past years. What do you mean? Leslie, good night, Leslie. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Have a good day in wonderful Paris. Let's learn I have one coffee on way to work in the morning. If I have many more during the day, I just start getting really fatigued. No, strange. I didn't know it did that to you. See you later, Leslie. And I guess one of that's quite a story. It's an hour later here. Yeah, this is 11:30, isn't it? In Paris. These crazy clock changes we have in the UK. I don't know what we used to do, but it's mad, isn't it? Backwards and forwards and backwards. That's crazy, crazy situation. So withdrawals, not good, not good. And I said before, when you go a few years off the booze and then go back on it, you'd expect to get hangovers. But what happens when you relapse after a while? You go from drinking straight to withdrawal. There's no hangover period. And that's why it's like being hit by a train. Yeah? But you drink coffee for some people cause anxiety, then they start drinking alcohol to calm the anxiety, right? I never had any problem with coffee. I just drank too much alcohol, and coffee's a bit of a new thing for me. Really, try decaf. Don't like coffee unless it's got scotch in it. Yeah, that's one of the things. Now it's got a bit of whiskey in it. It's certainly not saying I've had a problem with coffee. Just lager was my problem. Any type of lager, any type of beer had to be done in. The question was, oh yeah, alcohol and the immune system, we know about, don't we? But the withdrawals, yeah, there's all sorts of problems with withdrawals, and people feel suicidal, don't they, with it all? And then other people think, I'm just not worth living, and just loads of dark thoughts come in with withdrawal. Because it's a depressing drug anyway, isn't it? And the more you do it, the worse it is. For sure, doesn't it? I have friends that have been in the SAS, tough times. Yeah, it's not good. It brings everybody down to zero, doesn't it? We're all in the same boat with alcohol. Whether you're, a top scientist or a road trooper, it doesn't make any difference. You can kill anybody. That's what the Princess Margaret, wasn't it? The drink. Various people who've been in the media and all sorts. It doesn't matter what you do, where you come from, what your makeup is. Because if I drink coffee, I have 8 bowel movements. Yeah, it's supposed to be good for that, isn't it? Yeah, so withdrawal, bad news. So we asked about heart disease, alcohol and heart disease. Well, it raises your blood pressure, doesn't it? I know a lot of people who are on blood pressure tablets to try and control it. Younger, older, just people in general over 50. A lot of people have blood pressure tablets, and when you drink it raises it massively. And I used to get these palpitations and think, geez, what's going on here? Your chest pounding, when you sort of wake up in the middle of the night. I'd seen the doctor 2 days before, but got no help. I had full epileptic seizures when I was withdrawing. That's how bad my alcoholism has been. I couldn't face another seizure on my own. It's horrendous, isn't it, these seizures? I was the same, pretty awful. Not good at all. I may have mentioned this before, but the increasing effect after relapse is called the kindling effect. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, it's worth having a look at that. Anybody who doesn't know what it is, it gets worse every time you relapse. The kindling effect. It's really dangerous. Billy Buzz 12 days off now, 9 days on. It's crazy. Right, so you're back to square one again, aren't you? 9 days off, now 9 days on. How about stopping again then? Who's on to that's just one drink will take you straight back. Keep going, very well done, mate. But 12 is good. You had 12 days off and you went back on. That's the problem, isn't it? It's happened to me a lot, backwards and forwards. One day you're sober, next minute you're on a drink again. It's crackers. As I mean, it's hard work until you actually stop it. Well, it's an alcoholic seizure. Maybe I've had. Well, mine was I just started to shake and then I passed out. I woke up, bright as a button, which is really odd. You had slurred speech and you felt as if you were just going to pass out, basically. It was horrendous. Yeah, it is a fit, yeah, basically it's like a fit. Well, it is a fit, yeah. Something to do with the brain and the pulses and all this sort of thing going. What happens in the brain? It's not a good thing. seizures are very, very dangerous, and that's why they say don't stop suddenly, because it becomes more regular. If you keep starting this alcohol withdrawal, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's really bad. It's much more dangerous than even I know. Um, the more I learn about it, I think, Christ, how do I manage all that? It just becomes, it opens your eyes being on here and learning more about it and how it's allowed to be even in society, really, the danger it does and the amount of people it kills. The clock change came about in the First World War to get maximum data for the workforce. Oh, it was something to do with for the farms, wasn't it? Real Farmer, nice chatting all. Take care of yourself. Bedtime. Good night, Real Farmer. We'll see you soon. We'll not be long in here. It's at 10:30, so I'm quite a bit of time in here. Yeah, the clock changes and it needs to change. It's a bit too antiquated. It's like the shops closing on a Sunday, isn't it? Crackers. So I think, could you write? You could write a very interesting book, especially about the air rifle thing. Going into trying to get section just to get off the pier. It's absolutely crazy, when you think about it. Good farmer, good night. Okay, I think we should wrap it up tonight. We've done an hour and a half, quite a lively chat again. Most people came on. Beef and Chick was a little bit brief because she's travelling away for a few days in America somewhere. And we'll maybe need a new topic for tomorrow. I think we'll talk about something different. I'll post something on so we can get on to get a few ideas. But that's it. One thing I will say, though, for me, and obviously it involves my family, alcohol never comes first. Oh, just gone. Real farmer, good night. Lovely evening chat, people, and good night. Good night, all, Richard. Senior John, for people that have low dopamine levels, stimulants like caffeine increase their dopamine, and it has a relaxing effect. People with ADHD are like this. Me too. Okay, that's interesting. Is there a difference between alcoholic and binge drinker? I think so. Well, I would class alcoholic as somebody who drinks every day. Binge drinkers maybe don't drink every day. But I was a regular drinker and a binge drinker on days off, so I had a bit of a double whammy on that one, really. Good night, Catherine. We'll say good night and God bless us all. And we'll talk tomorrow. Hope you all have a good day tomorrow. It's Saturday and it's bank holiday as well, so no doubt the weather will be poor. It's been quite nice today, mate. Let me know more tomorrow night. Yeah, night. Okay, I'll speak to you all soon. And thanks for the super chats and thanks for coffee. And thanks for everybody who supported the channel. And Beef and Chicken, see you later. Still travelling. How far have you got to go now, Beef? Probably out. It was a massive road system there, isn't it? People don't think much of driving 1,200 miles. Good night, Bertie. Catch you later. See you when you're older. Yeah, we'll all be older tomorrow, won't we? Unfortunately. People couldn't invent a pill to make you younger, isn't it? We'll all be daft. If we did that, we'll all be back in the booze again, won't we? If we're all younger again, crazy. And at least we'd know more. Yeah, stay strong, everybody. Stay strong and enjoy your evening. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Catch you later.